Good evening, everyone. My name is Yicong Hao, and this is my teammate Weizhou Wang, and we're presenting our project EmailSense, our professor's email assistant. So an average worker in the industry receives 65.5 emails daily, and the university professors receive more than 100 emails. And especially in the research-based university like U of T, we have professors need to deal with their teaching and their researching, and also administrative duties, and many of them communicate through emails. So what EmailSense does is it will monitor the inbox and feed any incoming emails to the GPT to provide the summarization and classification for the results for the emails, and then generate a report at the end as shown on the screen, and send it to the users as a separate email. And after talking to reachable professors, including Professor Rose, we developed our data set using these 5 categories. And each category is composed of 10 real emails and 40 synthetic emails. And among these 50 emails, 10% or 5 or 6 urgent emails were created. And the 250 emails were split into 200 validation emails and 50 testing emails. And to go into more detail, the real emails are gathered from online sources as well as our own academic emails, and the synthetic emails were generated using the GPT engine. And we also created time-sensitive urgency injector to insert time-sensitive information into the emails, less 10% of every category. And we also manually review the emails during the generation process. And during this process, we intentionally kept the emails that could be categorized into more than one category to demonstrate the ability to mimic real-life emails.
When users want to focus on their work, they can turn on the focus mode on their Apple devices. And at the time, an Apple shortcut will automatically start the email monitor engine in the system. And all incoming emails will be sent to our GPT-based classifier and summarizer. Our classifier analyzes the purpose of the email and classifies it into one of the 5 categories. And for the summarizer, we use a chain of thought prompting. So it starts by analyzing the purpose of the email, then capturing if it's tone of the email, and finally identifying if it's an urgent email, and output a 1-sentence summary for any time-sensitive information. And finally, when user turns off this focus mode, an activity report will be sent back to the user's inbox. And in this system, we use the email listener package for the email monitor engine. And for the result generator, we use a template system called Mustache. We also evaluated our system using the 200 validation samples. And for the classifier, we use a confusion matrix to report the per category performance. And we also use a macro F1 score to report the overall efficacy. And as you can see from this confusion matrix, the model performed really well on the validation set with only 2 misclassifications. And we also found that both of them are ambiguous cases. So even humans like us were confused initially about which categories they should belong to. Then for the summarizer, we first identify the problem as a binary classification task. As you can see from this confusion matrix, all urgent emails are correctly identified. And for the non-urgent emails, only 3 of them are false positives. And for all these 23 plus 3 summaries, we manually inspect their quality. And we found that all of the 26 summaries perfectly concluded the purpose of the original email and correctly extracted any critical information such as times and locations. And during our manual review, we also found that the GPT model can not only understand the literal meaning of the email, it can also read the author's mood at the time writing the email. So this is a real email sent by one of us regarding a deadline extension. So the author was in a real hurry writing this email, but somehow the author didn't use any urgent words such as soon as possible or by end of today. However, the GPT model still correctly captures its urgency, and from its chain of thought prompting, we can see that the model knows that the author was under huge stress writing this email. And it also deduced its time sensitivity based on the use of the phrase like not until in the email body.
Although we're satisfied with our result, we still find room to improve. For example, we can improve the urgency detection by capturing the date and time the emails received, and then send it in addition to the GPT model. But we didn't include that in our current design because we deemed that would be digressing from our focus on the language model. And so overall, the 4 GPT engines we used had satisfying results. The email generator was able to generate results, emails that were representative of real emails and at the same time adding more diversity to the emails. And the urgency injector inserts time-sensitive information into the emails coherent with the original content.
Yeah, just trying to say our model performed really good on the task. Yeah.
Great, thank you.